Many people talk about the Great Awakening that is happening right now, or even talking about their spiritual awakening, yet at the same time, they don't know the truth behind why all of this is happening. When we talk about awakening, what we're referring to is being able to shed the layers that we've been conditioned with, or our past truths or beliefs, which in fact were not true. Instead, we peel off those layers and we reveal what's inside of Pandora's box, or we can refer to as the truth behind all of existence. It's very simple to understand actually, because there's two worlds. There's the metaphysical world and then there's the physical. So the metaphysical is the energy level, or we can call spiritual level, that we cannot see, hear or touch right now. But we know it exists. That's the creator energies, that's the collective. And then there's the physical. The physical is obviously the material world in which we see. When people say the Great Awakening has begun, that is true, it's begun. But when does it come to any conclusion? And how does it begin? It begins by acknowledging that the material world we are not limited by, although it creates limitations. The spiritual world, the metaphysical, is the infinite, is the collective, is everything beyond what you can even imagine. And the awakening is the peeling off the layers to accept and acknowledge that there is such an existence. But that is not the goal. That is only the first step. You see, if I was to ask you this question and I say, the metaphysical world or physical world, which one is more advanced? Which one has more possibilities? Which one's is on another level of evolution or revolution? Which one is ahead in the game? I'm sure you will know the answer, right? And that's why by looking at past history, even looking at TV or cartoon or things like that, of how they felt the future should be conveyed, at that time was only an idea. That idea is a metaphysical. It hasn't been materialized yet. But guess what? 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, then these mobile phones and these even flying people through the sky and all these things started happening, and then it became materialized. Because people often ask, what's the goal behind God or the universe? Why do they want to do all of this? Why are they creating this great awakening or pushing people from one challenge into another obstacle? And why is all this global pandemic or problems all happening right now? This is because when human beings are pushed into challenges, there's only two ways to go. One, you can actually just frizzle into this surrender and I can't do anything about this mode, or you can actually step up and say, hey, let's find a solution around this. And that solution behind the challenges is what manifests what was once that metaphysical into the physical reality. For sure, it's all about bridging the gap. So these two worlds, it's about being able to bring it closer together, where in fact, actually it's not going to really become closer, because the energy world, the infinite world, will always be ahead, and the material world will always be playing catch up. And this is what we're doing. So next time you have an idea that is flowing through you and it comes from beyond you because you don't even know how you thought of it, then maybe in those moments, accept that maybe the universe is choosing you right now. And not just choosing you to go through this mind spiritual awakening or keep it to the metaphysical, but how can you, as a human being in this physical form, materialize that thought, that idea, that emotion, that energy in motion, and manifest into this physical reality. Because when you start doing that, you start fulfilling not just your individual purpose, but you start fulfilling the purpose of the universe.